more coffee in that city, don't they? Police in Michigan now releasing a second surveillance video in the search of a 24-year-old mother. Her name is Jessica Heeringa. Investigators believe that she was abducted while finishing a shift at a gas station late on Friday night. Now, police say also this new video shows a silver minivan passing by the station at about the same time they believe that she vanished. They released a video on Monday. Both show a silver or gray minivan that is near the gas station. Former New York City Chief Investigator Steve Kardian is with me in studio, and good morning to you, sir. We are just getting news from the family in Michigan, Norton Shores, Michigan, that they're going to put out a video of her at home, which shows you, A, the desperation they have.
Yes.
And I think also to give viewers and people maybe even watching this program a different view of this woman in case they see her.
You know, Bill, it's important that the family keeps their due diligence as the media in following this case. And by releasing that video, it's going to enhance, because they're going to see the personal side of Jessica. So hopefully that's going to help to some degree. All
right, now you have a couple clues here. You got the silver minivan. I mean, it could be a Chrysler Town and Country. That's the way it's being described. How good of a clue, though, is that?
It's a good clue to identify the suspect vehicle. Law enforcement's going to go and they'll do an online-offline search for the Department of Motor Vehicles, trying to match that year, that make, that model, and that color to registered vehicles from not only that state, but they'll begin in that state and they'll venture on outward.
What do you mean online, offline? Computer's one way. What's offline?
Offline, they'll do a search to try and match that specific car to a specific registered owner within that state. They'll narrow down some cars that have been destroyed. They'll narrow down some people that are far away, but hopefully it'll come up in close proximity to where the abduction occurred.
So now you have two videotapes to work off of, but you cannot identify the license plate number.
No, and that's problematic in identifying the individual. We have a good composite sketch. However, not having that plate number and not even knowing if the vehicle's stolen or not, law enforcement will go into the presumption that it's not, and that'll be a big break in the case once they can identify who that vehicle is.
Now be the best investigator you can right now. You say check the history of purchases at that service station.
Based upon his conversation with her, it would lead you to believe that he may be local. So they're going to look at purchases. They're going to go over credit card purchases. They're going to go over and speak to people that maybe have seen that individual in that van at that service station, maybe socializing with her or others.
You say the timeline is good regarding the van?
The timeline.
What does that mean?
The timeline is good in that it fits with the time that she was likely abducted, around 11 p.m. and shortly thereafter, the video was seen on surveillance tape. How many cases, including even the Boston bomber, we've identified through video? This is a good clue.
That's a good point, because then you can match up the timeline and it gives you a better idea about where she was,
yes, sir,
possibly where she was going. On the screen there for our viewers, two numbers for you to have a look at there. They both go back to western Michigan, again, this area of Norton Shores. So we will get that out to our viewers. And Steve, thank you. Steve Kardian from with us here in New York City. Let's hope they find her.
Yes, sir.
And soon and safe. Thanks.